Well, some of y'all got some much needed rainfall yesterday. Some of y'all got more rain than you've had in a good half a year in the span of 24 hours. Goes without saying, that's a little too much rain in too short a period of time. We got more storms on the way today. Let's talk about it in this Tuesday edition of the Texas Weather Roundup. Good morning. It's Tuesday, the 11th of June, 2024. I'm Texas Storm Chasers Building-in-Chief David Reimer. Yeah, we got more weather on the way, as we technically always have weather, even if it's relatively stagnant, hot, and humid. But no, we actually have some other weather to talk about, too. You know, a continued chance for precipitation as we get into, well, this afternoon, into this evening, and even again on parts of Wednesday. Like yesterday, let's start off with the chance of precipitation. This technically is the graphic from yesterday. Apparently, I did not change this out, but, you know, that's kind of become commonplace with these videos. I did change the rest of these, and we're going to find out here by the next slide if it actually updated or not. If it did not, well, yawn. Best chance in terms of scattered to maybe numerous showers and thunderstorms this afternoon will be in proximity of an upper level low pressure system that will help increase lift across portions of northwest Texas, West Texas, the Permian Basin, the Big Country, the Concho Valley, parts of North Texas, especially west of I-35. And then this afternoon, we're also expecting pop-up thunderstorms once again, southeast Texas, Brazos Valley, the Golden Triangle, and along the immediate Texas Gulf Coast. Tonight, we could see a cluster of storms move southeast once again into the hill country, central and south central Texas, with the chance for heavy rainfall and localized flooding. Just like yesterday has proven, some folks are going to get a quarter-inch of rain. Some folks are going to get, 5 inches of rain in the span of a day. Palo Duro Canyon yesterday recorded over 7 inches of rain in a 24-hour period. We had upwards of nearly 4 inches of rain in western Bexar County yesterday morning. So, again, tropical layer mass in place, plenty of moisture, summertime. It does not take much to get heavy rainfall. Here's the high-res rapid refresh model as we go into this afternoon, tonight, into Wednesday. You can see scenario I just explained. Highest chance for storms, possibly numerous, will be in proximity of that upper level low, especially on the eastern and southern peripheries of the said low as we go into this afternoon, this evening, with heavy thunderstorms capable of some gusty winds, some hail, and heavy rainfall. We actually did have a couple waterspouts yesterday morning along the Texas Gulf Coast, and we had a tornado yesterday in parts of West Texas. So that wasn't on the bingo cards, but today the risk also looking very, very low. Can't completely rule out a quick spin-up tornado, though. Some of these stronger storms could have hail and strong wind gusts in addition to heavy rainfall. You could see thunderstorm coverage expected to decrease after sunset this evening as we lose daytime heating, but we could see another round of isolated to scattered storms Wednesday morning into Wednesday afternoon across portions of north central Texas into the hill country, the Brazos Valley, south central and southeast Texas. As we take a look at the severe weather outlook for this afternoon, Storm Prediction Center highlighting the potential for isolated to scattered severe thunderstorms. Edwards Plateau, eastern Big Bend, Permian Basin, Big Country, Concho Valley, into central Texas, the hill country, parts of south Texas, into the Brazos Valley. Again, the most intense storms today could have large hail up to the size of golf balls, localized damaging wind gust of 60 to 70 miles per hour. Cannot completely rule out a tornado, but the overall threat is very, very low. Heavy rain and localized flooding will be the most common hazards in addition to lightning and gusty winds. Here's the forecast rain totals over the next few days. This is through 7 a.m. Friday. And again, just like I said yesterday morning, these are regionalized, kind of smoothed out rain totals here from 7 a.m. today through 7 a.m. Friday now. Some folks, you may end up with twice as much is shown here, while some other folks may not end up with anything. Best chance for an additional let's just say 1 to 2 inches of rain, with locally higher amounts over 5 inches, will be across parts of West Texas, Northwest Texas, the Big Country, the Concho Valley, into Central Texas and the Hill Country. So again, localized flooding possible, but we are also expecting the potential for accumulating rainfall. The Brazos Valley, East Texas, Southeast Texas, North Texas, Texoma, the southeastern Texas Panhandle into the Edwards Plateau, and the Rio Grande Plains. And that'll be mostly today into Wednesday. We're looking drier across the state on much of Thursday, Friday as well. Fire weather outlook from the Texas A&M Forest Service over the next few days, as you might expect, on the low side because of all the ongoing precipitation. We may see some elevated wildfire danger this afternoon in the borderland of far west Texas, Guadalupe Mountains, the Trans-Pecos down into the Davis Mountains, the Big Bend region. Otherwise, maybe some uptick as we get into Thursday and begin to dry out across the Panhandle, West Texas, the Permian Basin, into far west Texas. Temperatures over the next few days, well, with a weak boundary in place, plus cloud cover and rain another day. Highs in the upper 70s to 80s, northeastern half of the state. South of the boundary, where we will be much warmer, with more sunshine, the potential for highs in the 90s to low 100s, with heat index values, especially across the eastern half of the state, running a good 10 to at times 15 degrees above the actual air temperature. As we go into Wednesday, well, these have actually come down a bit. You can see highs in the 80s all the way down to the hill country, central Texas, the Brazos Valley. Maybe if we're lucky, we don't even hit 90 in Houston tomorrow afternoon, but it will be humid and the heat index values will be high. Otherwise, we'll see 80s, 90s to low triple digits. As we get into Thursday and the rain chances begin to end, highs mostly back up in the 90s statewide, a few low 100s. El Paso, 107 on Thursday. That's ouchies. And again, heat index values with all the soil moisture, especially across the eastern, well, at this point, 2/3 of Texas, will be above the air temperature. It'll be air you can wear. Yay! No, not yay. Friday, warmer highs, low to middle 90s, all the way up into the middle 100s, as in, 105, not 150, but that's a little more difficult to say. It's going to be hot. And then Saturday, also hot, maybe a little cooler in the Panhandle, West Texas. We may see a storm system try to bring maybe some isolated thunderstorms to maybe the Panhandle Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, we'll have to see. And then we may switch back into a more precipitous pattern next week. We'll see. Truthfully, we're starting to see some indications in long-range weather model ensemble land of the Bay of Campeche. Another way to think about this is the southwestern Gulf of Mexico heating up in the tropical department. Now, that's not me saying we're going to have a hurricane next week in the Gulf of Mexico, but we are starting to see some indications of at least a broad area of low pressure that may help bring some additional onshore flow to the state next week, which would increase precipitation chances and moisture amounts. But we may also have a tropical depression. That would be an issue for Mexico, probably. We'll have to keep an eye on it. But again, now that we have begun switching into our summer weather pattern, we're going to have to start keeping a closer eye on the Gulf of Mexico and the tropical basin. Nothing imminent over the next 7 days, but we're starting to see a little bit of an indication we may be becoming a teensy bit active as we get into late next week with maybe some additional precipitation chances. That'll be it for your Tuesday edition. Let's try that again. I'm not going to edit it out because these bloopers are hilarious, but it is the Tuesday edition of the Texas Weather Roundup. Thanks for joining us this morning. As always, you can keep an eye on the sky with the free Texas Storm Chasers mobile app. We've got interactive weather radars. You can click the More tab and find Zoom Radar. That's our second radar, in addition to our primary radar under the Radar tab. Your local weather forecast, your daily Texas weather roundup discussions, forecast discussions, live severe weather coverage when necessary, and of course storm chasing video, plus who knows what else. Our app is full of goodies and fun, so just search for Texas Storm Chasers where you download apps for your device. It's free. As always, you can visit us on the web, texasstormchasers.com. Thank you for watching us this morning on Texas Weather Center on YouTube. We appreciate all the comments, the thumbs, good, bad, whatever you want it to be. We do look at those. And of course, if you want to hit that big old super duper subscribe button with the little bell that goes, you may do so, and we would be appreciative. That's it. It's time for coffee. Y'all have a great Tuesday. We'll chat with you later. God bless.